Yes, welcome back to Sears. Welcome to the seat of the Windward Maroons.
Thank you for having me.
And we're going to talk about the woodroot tonic. And the woodroot tonic is like aphrodisiac. We have like the prawn bark. And the prawn bark is like a natural strengthener for the body.
Right.
And the prawn is a tree that grows in the mountain. Beautiful trees and beautiful tree. And when you cut it, it smells good. When it's fresh, it smells nice.
And you were telling me that they put that in the chocolate tea?
Yeah, they put it in chocolate tea.
Then they could work out in the field all day without eating?
Right. And that will make them feel filled with food all day. But sometimes they come back by lunchtime and have big cooked lunch with like roots, food and so on. So that's one that goes in the tonic, the prawn. And then we have the almond strength. And that one strengthens the whole body. Like the joints and the muscles.
Like the name says, all man's strength.
Yeah. Right. And then we have...
And what does that plant look like now? It's a
almond strength. It's a vine, and it grows in the high mountain forest. And you can go and cut the vine, but when you cut the vine, afterwards it sprung again, or springs again.
Right.
And then you have the powerful one now, which is the Maroon. And that one, most time, a man can drink just the Maroon alone to get his aphrodisiac or his sexual urge satisfied. Or
does it just affect sexual urge? It makes that stronger? Does it also affect sexual performance?
Well, sexual performance, I would say.
So it makes a man more of a man.
Right, and it makes you get the urge too, because for example, if people going through menopause and they don't feel, sexual.
So women can take it too?
Yeah, women take it too. Mostly when they're going through menopause, that women don't really feel that way too much.
Right.
And then we have the chain root now. The chain root is one like, it's more like a yam. It's like a yam, and it's more like the root, to use the root of it. And that one now it's good for life, for fertility, like strengthen the reproductive system. Like that. And then you have the black whisk now. And the black whisk is this one that has the gum, when you chop it, like, like you see the gum resin on where you cut it. So that now is like help to lubricate your joints. So like it enhances the performance of your joints more.
So you go out and you collect all 5 of these herbs, and then what do you do with them now to make your tonic?
Well, I will dry them. First you have to dry them for like 3 weeks. And after they are dried, you chop them up small and you wash them. Put them in a big pot of water. Like for example, I have like a 3-gallon pot. So I'll put that on the fire and like 2.5-gallon water. And then I will make all of these equal parts of roots and vines. And then I will wash them and fill the pot to the brim now. That when you put it in there, the pot full up. So you put it on the fire. I cook it on the coal fire or wood fire. I don't really cook it on gas. So I put it on the fire and it boil. When it starts boiling, I put the fire low and make it stay there and simmer until the coal fire go out. Simmer on a low fire. And then you leave it overnight, because I mostly make it like in the evenings. So it has all night to just seep out all the properties. And the next morning you strain it off. And then you put some honey in it. Sweeten it with some honey and a little molasses. And then you put it in a bottle and make it ferment. And then you take 1 ounce 3 times a day.
1 ounce 3 times a day?
Yeah. And it makes you strong all around.
What would happen if you took more than that?
Well, you're not supposed to take more than 1 ounce because you don't want to overperform.
For men?
Yeah. For men, women, anyone who want to take it.
Okay.
Except children. No children.
Okay, thank you, Ivy.
You're welcome. I'm going to show you this herbs, and we call it piaba. And this one is a woman's best friend when they're going through menopause. Like if they're having heat flush, or they get irritable, or don't want to be talked to, well, this one is very good for them to take. And I can testify about it because there's so many women that I've treated. I don't treat them, most of them. I just give them the herbs and they go and make their own tea. And they always said to me, well, this is the best thing I've ever had that really calmed me down. Okay, since I've been going through this menopause thing. Okay. So we're gonna go over to the cowfoot leaf.
Cowfoot leaf was for inflammation, though, right? For pain.
For pain in joints, pain ahead. So this one is the cowfoot leaf. And this cowfoot leaf is very powerful, simple as you see. If you have pains in your joints, pain in your back, pain in your head, wherever you have pain, you can just pick the leaves and warm them by the fire and put a towel over where you lay the warm leaf. And believe you me, within 5-10 minutes you feel relief. And you feel relief because I had this pain in my knee once. I think I was doing something and I sprained my knee, and I put like 3 of these over there, and by the next morning I never feel it again when I was going to bed. And I've seen a lot of people that have helped with cowfoot leaves, and the older people that I know, they used to put it over all these pains. Different from the cowfoot leaf, if you notice, that this has the red on the stem, while the cowfoot leaves are green.
Mm-hmm. What is it used for?
And this one, I use it for like strain muscle. Like if I go to the bush and I strain my muscle, I will come down and I will pick the leaves, and then you can warm the leaves, beat it up into a poultice, and place it evenly over the muscle, and strap it on with a bandage, and give yourself like 2-3 hours, if that much. The pain goes away.
And they make a tea from that as well?
Yes, you can make a tea, and we call it a cure hall. In the Maroon community, we call it a cure hall. And if you notice, it grows a lot around here because everybody drink it. And believe it or not, it cures a lot of things that we don't even know.
And we should say that this is also known by the name of kava kava in the U.S. and in Europe.
So in the U.S. and Europe, North America, people call this one kava kava. Yeah. But we call it kava too, but that's like a common name, but the right name we call it is African mint.
African mint.
Yeah. And this one is good for pain. I mean, if you got pain that you get like somebody hits you with something and it's caused a pain in any part of your body, you can just make some tea, strong, boil it and make some strong tea and just sop the area where you get the hit. It's hard.
Can you take this internally?
Yeah, you can drink the cup of tea. You can make a cup of tea from the same one you're going to use.
But you apply it to an area that's been bruised?
Yeah. Anyway, you can get wales or like people beat you with a belt. Mm-hmm. Like for example, when the slaves used to get whipped on the plantation, this was one of the herbs that they used to relieve the pain. And they also can compound it with other herbs and make a herbal bath if you get seriously injured, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like fracture bones and bruised muscles and so on. Yeah.
And is that available by pill?
No.
You have to make the tea or
you have to make the tea or the bath. That's what I know, yes.
Couscous has gotten popular.
Couscous grass, yeah. And the root of it, you can take it and make a tea for people who have something like bronchitis. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So we're going to write about this in our next book. We have so many things to write about.
Pineapple?
Pineapples, they're not ready yet. They start shooting out like in February. And like by end of May to the end of September, yeah.
Is that arrow plant?
That's dasheen.
Ah.
And then cassava.
There's the cassava.
And sorrel over there. soil over there.
Yeah, so.
And sweet potato running in the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And this is sweet potato too as well.
Right, I have that grown at my house.
Yeah. So this is the garden. This is the wild hops. And
Hops.
this is one of the plants that's good for pain as well. You can compound
And
it.
it's calming as well, huh?
Calming. You know what I mean? If you have high blood pressure, if you have hypertension, you can make a tea from the plants, the flowers.
That looks just like propagated hops.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. We have it growing wild up here.
There's sugar cane, I see.
Yeah. Coconut, star apple, jonquil bead, ginger, jack in the bush.
Where's your star apple now?
See the big tree there, that red tree up there? That's the star apple tree.
Uh-huh.
Not this one. This one.
Yeah,
is
the
big.
one behind
Yeah.
it. Yeah. I didn't know they got that big.
Yeah, they get big.
I had one in Florida. It was blown down by the hurricane.
You can see it's just forest. And that's the Blue Mountain Range, and that's the Jonquil Mountain Range over there. And then that is a chocolate tree, lime tree, elder.
Sorry, where's the chocolate tree again?
This one.
Right there.
There's chocolate on it right now.
There's lime.
Elder, trumpet, all kinds. Then we have this one is a nice one to take this big bachelor button down. This is the Susumba.
Okay. I'm looking to see if I can zoom in on some chocolate. Oh, I see it up there.
Those are old. You want to come and see
There's a better one around.
some better one here.